a weird one. Let's maul with no green source. I think this I can keep. I think I actually put back a Titan. Seems to make the most sense to put back Titan. I have Spelunking. I don't necessarily want my Saga to go away. I think I want to Grazer on turn 2. Let's actually Survel. Point could be on Boros or Jeskai or mainly one of those two, I guess. Seems like Jeskai. My opponent did not realize that that deck is weak. Kind of no reason to play the Saga, really. We are just gonna Spelunk. Opponent probably gonna play Felia, perhaps. Or just Surveil, that's fine with me. Oh, true banger. Storm was an option. True, I guess somehow I figured that I don't think my opponent is a Stormer. I guess maybe I had no great reason to think so. Should I Boseiju the Fable? Maybe. Seems kind of low downside. I already have a shit ton of mana. Probably should draw step, destroy it. Because now they get to Surveil. Make a treasure and GG nerd. Is that Tefari? Prismatic ending on my Spelunking. That's a bit bad that I have both Sagas in play, because a single consign can clear them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe that was a mistake. The constructs will pose a problem at the very least. But it's gonna be a problem if I get replicate consign and I lose both my Sagas, then actually I get punished. MTG Arena of Glory. Really a great pun to make a card called Arena in a game that's called MTG Arena. They tapped Arena.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hello, Mr. Protean.
Don't want to haste it. I guess they do have the consign, perhaps. Which would be a reason not to leave 2 mana up. Probably should block the Goblin Shaman then. Constructs are not beating Flash. Not with haste. Uguziano, thank you very much for almost 3 years of supporting my channel. That's crazy. Okay, better lucky than good. Okay. Any merit to Vexing Bauble? Not really. Time concerns, triple amulet, yeah. But I'm not concerned with time. With 21 minutes 37 seconds on the clock. Giving thanks happy. What do you mean? Get a pact. I will GSZ with Mirrorpool up so that if my opponent wants to counter this with Force of Negotiation, we can copy. Back to Babiola main deck. I played 4 GSZs yesterday with no Dryad Arbor and no like mid-costs targets yesterday, and it actually was noticeably painful. So actually I didn't like that. So I just swapped back to what I played before. Skibidi. 1000%. So I considered going back to an Explore, but yesterday I just got instantly punished for not playing the Babiola when I played against Living End. Oh kurwa. Triple Amulet. I said I am not concerned about time, but maybe I should. %. Because when you have this many triggers, it actually takes a while to stack them. It's 3 seconds per trigger stacked. And I don't even have a woodland in play yet, actually.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Wow, 54 is such a high number, even more than the number
We
of
spent at least a
triggers on
minute
this deck.
stacking this stack. Just one more trigger, bro. Just one more trigger. Come on, just one more trigger. Wow, Ria, that's actually giga true. I can auto heal to all the amulets, like, I'll have enough mana. Just way too slow. Are you ready, ready? 1000%. I spam them. Maybe a rhythm is better, but I don't know anything about a rhythm that would be proper. Do you? Rhythm being faster? Holy shit, I never got that far. That's a really helpful observation. Can you describe the rhythm in a Twitch message? That's a good rhythm. I'll try it next time. I guess it is faster. Holy shit, thank you. I did not realize that somehow. Holy hacking shit. The Amulet rhythm. You know of this trick. Hitting Moda QuickTime events. That's true. Literally. Hey Canister, long story short, but I gained the ability to telepathically communicate with Gerbils. Last night one of them told me, play the cowboy yelling song or the Gerbils will rise up. Weird message, but I thought I would relay it to you. Thanks. Gerbil. Suwak mongolski, myszoskoczek. Looks cute.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Well, a cowboy yelling song is actually kind of hard to get to play. It doesn't actually work too well.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Congrats on the PT qualification, Mr. Streamer.
Thank you, chat. Honestly, half the reason why I half the reason why I qualified for the PT was that I knew that if I do that, people will just keep coming into my stream and say, congrats, Canister, which is a very nice feeling to experience. Oh no, the Nimble Pilferer. Thank you, Dark Pick. Oh wow, one lander. Curious. How about a blocker then? Happy birthday, thank you. Although it's a bit late. It's kind of the furthest you could get from my birthday. Okay, I get a blocker instead of a blocker. I'll take it. Nice combo deck, bro. Should I explore or stock up here? I think explore because I can just cast Titan next turn, likely.
Hello Canny. Congrats on being back on the PT. Question, is your Antwerp list with the Surveillant here to stay, and will you adjust metafee to it?
Should I play the Otawara or the Coin Deeps? Coin Deeps can give me full life. Yeah, Ragavan's Trickster and 8 combo is pretty impressive. Karametra 23. Thank you very much. Holy shit, Felia to kill my bird token, that's impressive. I think I did like the Survey land. I guess I will be adding a Metaphy chapter at some point. I also plan to write a... Really? Why didn't you just attack and blink the... What? Why don't you just blink the bird by attacking? So yeah, there will be a Metaphy update. Oh, they just want to consign the amulet on its way back. Okay. That makes sense. Sort of. Could get hit by an Ashok next turn. Charmo. Charmo will be a bit brutal. Do I need a Dismember? I don't know. Maybe I'll just take Zenith and Turf. It's best against Ashok. Can't hold up Dismember now, so if my opponent actually plays a... I mean, Charma is 4 mana, they can cast it, so what am I worried about? Any advice on new players wanting to play MTGO? MTGO is maybe not the easiest to get into. But once you get into, it's pretty cool. Although what I said is not really an advice. Wasn't Titan better into Ashok? Yeah, but I already have a Titan, that's what I meant. But of course, like, having 2 Titans would be even better against Ashok, but... Thinking that I already have a Titan, I decided not to. You beat many Ashoks over the weekend with Colossal Dreadmoss. It is doable, yeah. Have an extra consign? Nope. What do I want to fetch? Unfortunately, like, I would get a Saga, but they exiled my Saga. My only Saga. Which I'm sad about. I'll get a commercial. That's not great, maybe. Maybe a Bounce Land. Get back the Otawara. Probably should get a Simic Bounce Land. Commercial Hasteland. That would make sense, yeah. Well, I can get Hasteland next turn if, like... Wait, what? Why commercial instead of Mace when on stock ups? Because I also play red cards in my sideboard and I have more blue sources than I have red sources. And like I need both sources. I hope my Titan actually comes back. I don't get consigned. I guess you just play Riddler and attack for 4. Is that like the idea? Oh wow, we do get a trigger. Crazy. Just play Borosham at that point. Hasteland, so I think they don't have Titan removal, but they might have another Strix Serenade, so I should play around that. But Hasteland is fine to search for. Yeah, well, I will have the Mirrorpool, I just will not be using the Hasteland, so I'm wondering if I should search for something else. You catch my drift. Good Surveil again. Although I don't think I really want to commit Vesuva to a Surveil land. I'm fine with most draws in this spot. Let's get the Battlements then, because I just don't have a better idea. So I guess I can play Titan if they counter, then I attack and copy the Titan anyways. Although the copy can be blinked by Felia, which... Then I probably would be better off just using Otawara on Felia on their turn. Amulet. Should play Lavaspur Boots to haste your Titans with Urza's Saga. Saga? No, not the Saga. So we knew that was happening. I guess if suddenly remove a spawns in my opponent's chat, like, is this the literally worst surgical extraction of all time, or just one of the... was really bad though. Y is close to a spacebar. German keyboards have a different layout actually. They have a Y swapped with a Z. So they are not QWERTY, they are QWERTZ. Fun fact. If you know this. Couldn't we attack with double Titan and hold Otawara? Yeah, but I can loop now, right? So, like, that's also fine. Give me the slivers. I guess I won't have Delirium if they counter my Analyst. Give me the slivers. Give me the slivers. This reminds me of the Sliver brothers who won the Pro Tour something. And we watched a video on that, and they just drafted the Virulent Sliver Giga High. It was fun times. Wait, I do not have Delirium. Pepija. Absolute Pepija here. And I don't have the Saga. So I guess we don't actually loop. Unless I pull a Pact in my graveyard. Then I get Delirium because I'm lacking an instant. So now that my opponent blew the Surgical for no reason, I can safely just assume they don't have a second one. Team Pepija. I'm an analyst. Get on that lane. Jeskai is a great deck, chat. It's an incredible deck. The Ragavan Strix Serenade synergy. It's just good. Can you make infinite batch for BM? Holy shit, that's so funny. We can make like 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Not sure the rhythm applies here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, that's too fast. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No idea if this is faster or if it just feels faster. Because you don't spend time doing dead clicks. Feels the same, honestly, after inspecting that a bit more. And here I was hoping that to play Amulet you have to just imagine the rhythm of walls in your head and then it's all gonna be fine. The RC was the first big event you played with Titan at. It was lots of fun. Awesome. Even though you played 7 Solitude matches in a row. Well, luckily Solitude is not particularly good against Titan, so those were actually pretty reasonable pairings then, right? I wouldn't be mad about getting paired against those. Although the cards that accompany Solitude are sometimes a problem. Any cool standard deck for the RCQs? Well, I think the Airbending combo deck looks pretty neat because it's a combo deck. I guess, mostly. Reebok keep 7 with it. Exile, GSZ. Dice to Torpor Orb, yeah, truly nothing to be done. It was clear that they are not playing Jeskai Blink the moment they played Spirebluff Canal. Spirebluff Canal is a card nobody plays in Jeskai Blink. Here I could go Simic Growth Chamber Construct, Bounce Back Saga. Or could brace myself to play Titan next turn. Just try to extinguish their counter spells. Would be nice to have a Vestige to just make a construct this turn to block. Because bouncing back the Saga, it's so weak. I think it's too weak. Of course, my hand is just going to lose to a counter spell, but what's that? Is that one Shinkton? You could just make a construct. Yes, but then I don't play a Titan next turn, which is too much. So like at that point I would prefer to bounce back the Saga. Primeval Titan has been exiled. Well, my hand is Titan and just mono lands. Let's just hope that I cast my Titan and it somehow resolves. Maybe villain doesn't run counterspell in their deck. No dobra. Doesn't Face know that Counterspell is not modern playable because it just costs 2 mana to hold up and it's way too much? Did they miss the memo? Are you not supposed to run it? Probably. Quantum Rizzler. At least they don't play the Ragavan Serenade combo. At the very least, indeed. Guess I'll play the Cave. Could copy a Surveilland against Ragavan, it's not very meaningful. Five Loif. Any judges in chat? I have a question. I am a judge in this server. Channel. Choose wisely. What do I judge? I can judge Chatter's ability to be chill and cool. Grażynka. Is that actually good enough? Can't even Colossus in peace because of the Bowmeisters. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. 11 mana. Maybe I'm still supposed to Colossus. Would be awkward if their hand is Bowmaster land. How do I have 11? Maybe I miscounted. I counted the 2 mana from Tolaria West. Assuming I have to spend the Urza's Cave. Which means I'm short on mana anyways. Because I need 12 and I only have 11, so I guess I can at best put myself to sleep and die. Although I don't think I don't die if my opponent has 3 lands. I block Frog. Don't you have 8? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I just counted the Tolaria West from Urza's Cave producing 2 mana. Which confused you, chat. -3 equals 8. No, I need 12. 3 for Cave, 3 for Tolaria West, and 6 for Titan. I guess the way I counted it was not the most clear, not the clearest, perhaps. Vexing Bauble doesn't look good. Grazer looking great. I want to Fire Spout. Mr. B's looking bad against Bowmeister sometimes, but it's oftentimes fine. I think I'll just do the like Scapeshift trimming for stock ups and just don't bring removal. Vexing Bauble doesn't counter a copied spell cast by Ezakron Scepter. Is that a model bug or there is an actual explanation for it? The spell they cast was Orim's Chant, most likely, right? And they paid a kicker. So they actually paid mana. Dismember over last Scapeshift? I don't think so. Well, Scapeshift is fine. Maybe we could cut the Vexing Bauble for a removal spell. His opponent just playing Ragavan in blue-black. It does seem like that is the case. Expressive Irritation could be the shoe fits. Tamio's biggest hater. Playing Iteration and Rizzler seems like a lot. Some people just don't care and play cards. But what you said is true. It does seem like a lot. We're going to gain 4 life with Spelunking. If it resolves. Whoa. Forced the Spelunking, didn't go for the Amulet Force. What restraint? Unusual restraint. And kind of an interesting decision. No i chuj, mam moją szpelunkę. Czy tego chciałeś, czy nie? Ziomuś. I'll play the Analyst, they have 3 cards. The odds they have a Fatal Push seem pretty low. And having Analyst in play is really convenient for the next turn. Nice song, by the way. Indeed. I like it a lot. Discard Ragavan. Whoa, Arboreal Grazer truly owns. In the Monkey Mirror. Meltdown. Oh, kurka. I guess Villain is discarding red cards because they can't cast them. We have Creature Sorcery Artifact Land in the graveyard. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seems good. Maybe I'll get clanged. I haven't made a land drop this turn, right? So you can actually bounce the Lotus Field. Should sacrifice 2 Vestiges the first time. It's really bad if they cling now. Which I don't think they should. They're like... That wouldn't make much sense, but... I guess it would make some sense. What arguments did your friend use, Octarium? With friends like this, who needs enemies? You don't need the cave enough to win games for it to be better than 4th Boseiju? That's crazy. I think 4th Boseiju is... like, it's legendary, so at that gets kind of disruptive for your own deck. It's infinite mana and infinite fetch lands from the deck with Urza's Cave. The list is extremely tight. We need the space for an 8th bounce land. I actually play 6, which is also controversial. Because many people just would like to play more, but I think past the 6 bounce land, draw spells are just better. Well, I will also just summon the Colossus chat. That also is going to win. So we know they have Force, Meltdown, Ragavanchik, Thought Sizer. I think I just keep 4 Grazers and I don't continue not having removal. Maybe the extra Otawara. Over a Boseiju. Would be great if I had a Forest or Boseiju. Maybe keep regardless. Kind of wild, but sometimes you top deck. Let's see Thoughtseize matchup. This might be weak. Might be weak willed to do that, to keep that, but you know, a Forest of the top makes this hand actually pretty great. Ragavan or Frog just Giga Punish me though. Preordain doesn't. Infinite Hasty Analysts is cursed. Yeah, that's true. Infinite Analysts sounds like a way to not sound threatening. You're always scared to die to force card draw. Same. I shoot my pants every single time a situation like this arises, and I'm like, holy shit, what if my opponent forces me to card draw? Could play Bounceland to deploy the Spelunking, but that kind of defeats the point of anything. Next turn I will just go Spelunking, Simic Growth Chamber, bounce back TOS, replay TOS, stock up, and be ready for turn 5. Amulet was a good top deck here. Villain needs to discard 2 cards to get past my Grazer. So even if they attack me next turn and draw a card with Frog, they are still down a card. Unless... Oh no, discard a card, Heat. Wow. Jaka ta żaba jest pojebana. 3 cards in hand. 2 frogs. Whoa. Sure? So they have 3 blind cards. We can beat that. You can just assume they have 3 lands and 0 counter spell. Off the top. Yeah, villain is really... Doesn't like Spelunking, that's for sure. 2 Colossus. Play Ragavanchik. Okay. I mean, I say okay, but it's not looking great. I don't know if this stock up can... Well, I guess if I hit Amulet plus Titan, I will just win that way. It seems like it's going to be Grazer Titan, yes. Transmute and then cast Titan next turn. Can do anything too crazy this turn. Grazer blocks the... Wait, the big frog? Or the small frog? Actually, which one is better to block? I'll think about it. And then next turn I can Titan and Analyst if my opponent doesn't have any interruptions. Which they might have interruptions. At least they will have Cling to Dust at the very least. So it is not pretty still, but maybe we can manage. Would Amulet Titan still be good without Analyst? That's implied ban talk, 10-minute timeout. Played lands. Guess I can block the 2 damage then. It's probably a bit better. You fetch? Oh, you surveil, makes sense. Makes plenty of sense. Discard, they surveil the Gragavan. Points at 9, by the way. Yes, and they have a random card, so we'll just hope it is not a greed card. I thought it was very funny you brought up the Amulet copypasta during one of your Antwerp post-match interviews. Yeah. I think Maria, the interviewer, I think her name is Maria, was setting me up, and actually I didn't realize at first. Because she literally asked me, what tier do you think Amulet Titan is? And it took me a while to hit her with the copypasta. We can find it when I'm done losing this turn. Okay, let's play Titan. I mean, like, what else? Villain has a counterspell. I will simply not even lose. I will just not win and try again next turn. Being hard to play. Literally play Amulet, play Titan. Yeah. Literally just click your cards and it's gonna be fine. Which is their one card, do you think? It's something they top decked, so it's probably just a land. Nobody ever top decks good cards against me. Also have the Cling. Probably should have had a red left. Congrats on RC finish, thank you. So yeah, they can cling my Analyst, but I think that's fine. Does Amulet Titan trim Titans in some matchups? I think I've done that very occasionally. Like against Neoform, I have trimmed a Titan before, but even then, without much conviction. Or against Belcher. What do I think of the Elder Gargaroths in the sideboard of runner-up? I think they're pretty bad. How much more do I have left? Do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Does Burn ever trim lightning bolts? So true. Could have had a Lotus Field untapped. Respecting my opponent's Cling to Dust, I think that's the best I can do. But with 3 Titans and my opponent at 3 life points, I should be alright. I do have a Pact to pay, so if my opponent hits me with even as much as a Dumping Sphere, I lose. That would be silly. I wonder if there was a way to not sacrifice my Boseiju and Forest and be better against Dumping Sphere. You can lose to Harness by Force. I don't know what that is, but I think it's a act of treason, which hopefully it's not gonna happen. What PT are you cute for? PT
He's a phenomenal
Lorwyn in
control
January.
player.
Good
Server the
afternoon,
Bloodline?
streamer.
Holy shit, that would be rough. But then I can play Titan, right? And haste it and attack them. Vesuva still in the deck. I have pay for Pact, pay for TOS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, play Commercial District. Summon Titan, get Vesuva for Battlements, red mana to haste attack. So I think we are fine against Server the Bloodline. Quick question, are you happy with your 2 barrage inside? Maybe worth going down 1 to put another fire spout for Boros. Well, that's like your local adjustment. Fire spouts against Boros are definitely impactful, so if you want that, if you're gonna play against Boros, it makes sense. I think there is not as much Boros online just yet for me to warrant a third, but in general, Lithomantic Barrage is a pretty weak card in closed deck lists because you don't even know if your opponent will have Ashioks and how many. In open deck lists, I did know when to bring it in and when to leave it in my sideboard, but boarding it blind is just a bit awkward. How did you copy Titan? I used Mirrorpool. The second copy came from Echoing Deeps entering as a copy of Mirrorpool. I like that if you hover over Echoing Deeps, it just gives you 2 different copies of the card. Hiretsugu's second ride incoming. Yeah, we are pretty weak to that. Is Barrage better than Null Elemental Blast? I think so. The plan is often to trim on Urza's Saga, at which point you just don't have enough colorless mana in your deck, and Lithomantic Barrage just works well. You can get consigned or anything. I muted myself. I think, chat, you would play 4 Summer Blooms in the main deck and you would board them out against blue decks at least sometimes. I'm getting consigned. Oh no, my Grazer. Oh. Jace was unbound like not even 3 years ago, you sure? Perfect hand for a Survival land. Is it? It's fine, yeah. Should I Survival land or Saga now? Yeah, I should Saga actually. Chad, remember Bloodbraid Elf? No nie, dobra, okay. I shot my pawns because I thought my opponent is going to Wrath of the Skies me, but then they played a less threatening card and now we can win. 2 years ago was 8 years ago, bros. Time flies. Bloodbraid Elf, too strong for modern, banned. Crazy. Nice consign on Grazer. What can I say? Great move. Nakatal. Valakur was banned in Modern. Valakute. Bitter Blossom, that's true. Ancestral Vision. Sword of Demik. Why cut Saga? It's because the Jeskai deck is sort of over-prepared for Urza Saga. They have many cards that trade with Saga profitably. March of the Otherworldly Light, Werther, Wrath of the Skies potentially. Not everyone brings that. Consign to Memory. The Fairy. They might cut some of the cards that interact with it, but they will still have just lots of that. Stock up? No. The Pro Tour is standard. Maybe in the future they will laugh at Fury and Grief. Perhaps. They also tend to bring Charmo sometimes. Draw step. Fire Ice? No. It's March. Maybe we should play the bounce land so they can't play Charmo next turn. If I get Charmo, they kind of lose on the spot. Otawara, Soaring City. No nie, wykrakałem. Char, would Jeskai Blink play Fury? Discuss. 2 Ragavans? Oh no. Do you think IRL opponent would just play second Ragavan and pass? No, they just have Riddler. Just confidently pass with 2 Ragavans and play. Could have played a Charmo of untapped land anyway. That is not true. It costs 4 mana and they spend 3 lands and 8 treasure. You consign that? That's actually a good play. They played the Survel and the right and used 2 treasures. I don't think so. Opponent truly likes to consign. Faktycznie. Dobra, to chuj. I had no outs anyways. Could have maybe won if I drew a Scapeshift still, but I didn't have a green source, so I would need to like... It seemed impossible to actually draw that combination. Dobra, no gratuluję ci zcheezowania one game with Ragavan. Good luck cheesing more games. Because now I'm on the play, so the roles might reverse. And I keep 7 and you move to 6. Ah, nerd. If you could do it, what would you say to past canister in the video from like 5 minutes ago? I would say, hi. Maybe that's uninspired, but honestly, I would do it. Will they consign the Spelunking trigger? I need to draw something. Holy shit, they are doing it. World's craziest consigner. I see a trigger, I target. What would you say to pass Canister while he was set reviewing Ikoria? No, Canister, Kinnan is not so good. No, don't rate it 5 out of 5. It's a mistake. You would also consign. Yeah, it makes sense. But it's pretty rare that people actually do that though. Which is what I'm making fun of, perhaps. I played a Quantum Diddler. Not I kill your dog. Holy shit, dog killing incident on stream. Live on stream. I fucking hate that goddamn dog, damn. Very emotional. How about the poor Felia? The Chris Charmo now. Felia makes me feel like a Scooby-Dooby villain. Funny. Wszystko by się udało, gdyby nie te wścibskie dzieciaki. Alright, chat. A spell, please. One time. No nie, no kurwa. Dobra, Fable może być. Chujo, to mam. Siedzi. Do I want to Boseiju the Fable? I think the answer is maybe, but I'll do that next turn. No map. Not even a Vexing Bauble. Dawaj Consina, no. Dobry Consin. Poleciał. GG, I was the Amulet. Really? I top deck a stock up. Which do I prefer in my hand? I think the Growth Chamber, I guess. Just to play around a possible Charmo incident. I'll have 8 mana, or I can play Lotus Field and have crap ton of mana. Whoa, puts Arena of Glory into their graveyard. What a luck suck. I should have draw step hit the thing. That was really bad to do it at Sorcery speed. Very lazy of me and no reason to. Another Arena. So they could play the Riddler from their Exile Zone, but they only draw 1 card then. It does stop my Construct Aggression. Interesting choice. I guess now if I top deck a GSZ, I don't have enough mana. I guess they play Riddler. Draw 2. That is extremely painful, yet they are tapped out, so I can draw a Titan. Maybe even Scapeshift. Scapeshift seems pretty bad though, I guess. Double block. Riddler is gonna be forgotten in 6 months from now. Probably, actually. We will move on from one Riddler to another. Wow. Okay. Mirrorpool. Chujowo, no ale co, no. Jedymy. Does Blue Belcher play Riddler? That deck died. Died from Ligma. Mirrorpool should be able to copy opponent's creatures. I agree with you. It really should. Is it Colossus time? It's Strix Serenade time, sadly. No, może tak być. There is a chance, but hopefully not. Hopefully it's land solitude time. Okay. Holy shit. Coś jeszcze mówisz, Ardosik? Well, that was pretty bad hits, but... Pretty bad hits. Now we're pink us. That's just solitude, okay. Holy shit, great point, Pike. No, sztokapi to dobry hit. We'll be looking to Analyst 2 turns from now. And just 2 with the Rizzler, which is a bit scary. They also surveil. They perform lots of selecting as well. Damn. It's really fucked up when you resolve a Mr. Beast trigger and you just don't draw 5 lands in a row. Play Flooded Strand. For sure their hand is 2 more Flooded Strands. O kurwa. Spelling Treasure. Co to jest? Wrath of the Skis. Not ideal. Because I take lethal damage as well. I need a blocker now. Oj kurwa chat. Not good. Dobra. Saved. Need them to blank pretty hard. I died to lots of things, so hopefully they just draw Fables. And Strix Serenades and lands. Maybe Ragavan is fine as well. No nie, Marczyk. Ale gówno jeszcze, kurwa, Exact Lethal. Giga Punish for not jumping Gridler. I guess. Alright, didn't matter. Jaki laksak, nie? Wither stacks 28. Anyways, hand is good. Meticulous Archive. Looks like I should explore. Holy shit, turn 2, how so much mana. Let's play around Prismatic Ending on my Spelunking. Can I Scapeshift safely? Maybe. Does he play like No More Lies? Is he playing a slow build of Jeskai? Could be. I surveil. Okay. March. Sure. Saga Surveil, perhaps. A bit awkward if my Titan gets solo to dead, but I think that's still fine. I have constructs. Then maybe we should get 2 Sagas. Because this many constructs should be pretty threatening. And this is where I would fetch my Field of the Dead. If I had one. Actually, Giga True. Chat, the Fulek fell asleep in front of my screen. He's snoring a little bit. I'll hit Ginger with a loop in the chat. He loves that. Fine. Kurwa, Surveillant. Land idea. ATB sacrifice. Return target land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Opinions. Seems pretty good in Amulet. Kurwa, he scooped. ETB sacrifice. Return target land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Does it add mana? By itself? It doesn't? Then horrible design. Rethink it, please. Last time he played a Washington version against me. I could just look up his stream, but I guess I will not do that, and instead I will sideboard Dismembers in anyways. Okay, I just want to return Tolaria West from your graveyard. That would be convenient. That hand is nice. Is Vesuvius horrible design? No, it's great design. It's everywhere you've ever been. Great flavor text as well. Now, don't get me started on Vesuva and Drifter. This is the worst design in the recent years. Really lacking. Hey, speaking of, consign check. We got a bird, chat. Good value. Bounce the colorless land to prevent heavy damage from Mr. Charmo. You wonder if this Reality Fracture set is gonna be Planar Chaos 2. It's a really good thing to wonder about. I think it's going to fracture the reality of the MTG universe, and it's going to connect it into a multiverse with a greater multiverse of everything that exists ever, therefore making Spider-Man canonically a member of this MTG world. That's my guess. Yeah, dobra, Fable. Tap 3 mana, I shit my pants. Turns out it's just Fable. Classic. Maybe Surveil? Hmm. I don't think so. It's going to be the 7th season of Fortnite, and its spoiler season is going to be exclusively in-game. In the game of Fortnite? That would be crazy. I hope that's true. Felia and Flash discarded. Flash kinda scary. I think Ginger keeps more Flash than an average Blink gamer, which makes me want to play Bojuka Bog post-board. He does have Felia in his deck though, so this is proof of small creatures existing. I probably should have played the Coin Deeps, Spelunking, and just kept a Vesuva in my hand. Like, I don't know what I was thinking really. Is 4/6 small? No. No, bro, it's good. I actually played correctly. But no, even then, like, that's bad. Should have done it the other way around. So I am on a so-called clock because soon Fable will start to copy Charmos, and that's gonna be an issue. We did gain 12 life with Spelunkings, that is a lot of life. Two Lithomantic barrages could combine to kill the reflection of Kiki-Jiki, too bad I only run one. Well, I don't have a better idea than just playing Titan. Holy shit. So he has no Serenade, no Consign, so it seems like we win. Or at least I attempt to. Maybe Surgical? Nah, I mean maybe. Not Vesuva, I want to sacrifice the Coin Deeps. Aftermath Analyst. I should have sacrificed Vesuva and kept a Lotus Field in play. That would have been better against Extraction. Alright, doesn't matter. Fox and Socks. Lithomantic Barrage plus Mirrorpool then. Oh yeah, that's the strat. Guess if I get extracted now, that sucks. But I mean, seems like he doesn't. We have looped all over Mr. Ginger. Awesome. Time to play against Kale Nut G. 4 days ago playing Timur Prowess. Let's mulligan this hand then. I guess regardless of what my opponent is on, I would have moved that, but Prowess is no exception, I guess. This will be a mulligan again. Pact for Grazer. Grazer is good against Prowess, therefore Pact for Grazer is good. Well reasoned. Opponent on 6 cards already as well. They kept. It's a good 5. Maybe like this, draw any land, then I have 6 mana. Seems good. Arid Moisha. Arid Mesa and Prowess could be a thing, I guess, why not? Arid Mesa Pass and Prowess is pretty rare, could be Energy, could be Jeskai. Vestige, probably one of the better lands to draw? Not really, I guess, it's kind of the same. Elegancic Pallor. Chat, did they not know that Jeskai is supposed to die and Boros is supposed to be back? People just play Jeskai. Still. They did not realize. They do not realize at all. Yeah, Felia. Woof. Riddleros. Block. Can I draw a Titan, GSZ? Anything? Oh, I can. No 0 mana counters for Titan, I presume. I hope so. They don't typically run Subtlety. Another Titan, I like that. Not bad at all. Violent outburst of song skipping, for sure. Violent outburst just said, nope. Not listening to that. Violently outbursted. What do I think about Ragavan? Are you asking that question multiple times? It's not the first, right? I think I already heard it. Think opponent should blink Titan for us. Monkey's paw curls. As they consign. Maybe shouldn't. Let's the Ragavan through in the future. Did I face many Jacksai and Twerp? Twerp is funny. Fun abbreviation. I actually played against Zero Jeskai. Somehow. In Twerp. Well, that's nice. We get to attack. I guess we can win this turn. Pretty clear, literally. Can we just go off with Analyst now? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That is what I am doing. Is blue-white control a bad matchup for Amulet? It is, yeah. Spellsend would be brutal. Some people play that. We need a few Titans. Otawara the Rizzler. Otawara the Helia. That's all we need, I guess. Amulet still recovering from the time they nerfed it by introducing an extra confirmation button after resolving your Lotus Field. It's still rough. It's still not easy. It is a game changer. In a bad way. Ain't easy being cheesy, it's so true. Whoops. Amulet should be a game changer, so you can only play once. So true. I mean, I guess it literally changes the game when you play it. So something has changed about the game. Did I finish Blueprints? I'm no longer playing it. I think I did most of the things I could do in the game. To the point where I was satisfied leaving, and the last quest line or like thing to do seemed annoying and I didn't know how to progress it. It was like the blue maze. Can't you get an infinite number of titans? Yes. Like I was looping right now. I was performing a loop. It just on Magic Online 6 is almost as good as infinite, so I just go for 6 titans, but
87 is the
you
sum
could
of
make
the
an
squares
infinite
of the
amount.
first 4 primes. 87 equals 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 5 squared plus 7 squared. The sum of the sums of the divisors of the first 10 positive integers. The 30th semi-prime, and the 26th distinct semi-prime and the 8th of the form, 3. Q, together with 85 and 86, forms the last semi-prime in the second cluster of 3 consecutive semi-primes, the first comprising 33, 34, 35. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 equals 87.
Well
The
blocked,
last 2
opponent.
decimal digits of Graham's number, with an aliquot sum of 33.
I attack you with 6 Colossal Dreadmaws. GG's. Is the Jeskai matchup better than Esper? Let me think. I mean, the Esper matchup was like the traditional Esper matchup or the blue creatures Esper matchup? Because there is a variant of Esper which runs 4 subtlety, so that is a hard matchup. But there has been countless Esper decks which don't put up much resistance to you, so those are a good matchup. Which is kind of similar to Jeskai, like they like the red cards and the black cards. I guess Thoughtseize versus Ragavan and Charmo. Esper normally have White Orchid, yeah, but like that's a bad card in the matchup, right? It's not very impactful. So I guess that would make Esper better, but they also have Thoughtseize, which is probably better than Ragavan. Realistically, it matters. Like the good cards they run matter and the bad ones don't. Should I keep? Sure. The color situation in this hand is maybe not great. You lost to White Orchid yesterday, did you forget? No, I forgot, actually. Erase that from my memory. Have you looked at Nathan's list, Weekend Vegas winner? Yes, I have. It's been the same list he's been playing online. So I guess like just his preferences, which makes sense, like worked out for him. Let's go with Cave, I think. Ramble or Explore? Neither. Neither is a pretty sane answer, frankly. But I never enjoyed... well, I guess I hope I don't get Charmod. I never enjoyed Triad Arbor much, so I guess good for him that it works for him. think constructs seem okay. We consigning. Spoko. Muted. No chyba for you, brother. Suddenly you have a failure. That's a bit rough, makes my contract irrelevant. Opinion on trying to Vesuva the fetch there. I would rather use my Vesuva as a copy of Crumbling Vestige to get a guaranteed green source for Spelunking next turn. Commercial District would get untapped too late. It would take too much time, I think. Top land into just then I can use it. Is that Quantum Rizzler? 2 cards in hand. Surgical my Sagas, oh no. People will do everything and anything to draw 2 cards. I guess I blocked the failure of a construct. At the very least. But a construct's pretty rarely great against Jeskai. Just Riddler ends up blocking them too well. Failure removes them too well. Literally get probe, yeah. And exile the Saga from my deck as well. Like draw a card again. Solid moves. Freed from desire.
He's a phenomenal control player.
No. What's 4-5. Next turn looking to Lotus Field into GSZ. Maybe I should play the Lotus Field if my opponent removes the Spelunking now. That's gonna be really bad for me. I can't even cast Titanos. So maybe I should play the Lotus Field. Kurwa nie wiem. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn I go Cave. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is enough for Analyst to get buyback all the things. Freed from this yaya. That's funny. I mean, that's a stretch to make yourself hear that, frankly, but well, freed from these yaya is like literally freed from these nuts. Red. Hopefully it's Charmo. Riddler. Ah, that's fine. That's a weak play. Oh wow, they kept no blue up. Also, Redley_B. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Freed from this yaya. Actually, that's such a funny concept to sing a song like this. Na 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 na. Ooh, Ephemerate. Okay. Haven't seen a postboard Ephemerate out of Jeskai in a while. Just don't want ads no more. See? It works, chat. Support Mr. Streamer by watching ads and not subbing. To jest też zajebiste, że tak robisz. I świetne. Gdzie jest moje delirium? Gdzie jest moje kurwa cokolwiek? I don't have enough mana. I don't have enough mana. Seemingly villain has nothing though, which is always very nice. Oho. Oof. More lands, more lands. Oh no! Kind of crazy situation here. But I guess the best I can do is just attack my opponent for a tiny bit. So I guess I'll just attack for 6 and I failed to loop. I was a tiny bit short on mana. Going in, I thought I was going to be fine, but then I wasn't. It's fine. It's fine. I think I have no packs to pay. Should change skip song to be 112,345 points. Why should I do that? I'm waiting for solid arguments to hear you out. No siedzi Asiok. Whoa, Ashok even exiling the Lithomanic Barrage. Crazy. Oh, we are fetching. Island. Can consign my Titan triggers. Okay. Did it matter to Otawara in combat? Not really, it's just that I already attacked with my Titans and have the triggers on the stack, so there's like one fewer thing that can go wrong. Attack Ashok then bounce. No, I attacked face. I think, at least. Oh kurwa, I attacked Ashok. No! I meant to attack opponent. Well. Okay. Unlucky really, I agree. Stasiu, Bigo, Stasiu. Bigo, Stasiu. Opa, 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 opa. Szaramorda zniszczył klopa. Stroboskopa. If I packed for 6, I actually die to Dumping Sphere. Nobody plays Dumping Sphere though. Right? Why not? You are the Lotus Field. To play 6. Post combat. and die to Dumpling Sphere, then time out in game 3, then finish the stream angrily. That's the plan. Attacking Ashok here. Masterful. Arena of Glory. Dobra, Flage. Consign Flage. Solitude 6. Kill Grazer with the trigger. Attack for 13. Kill me. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Solitude that gives you jeden life. True. I have no outs then. 6 mana. Charmo. Co to jest? Riddler? Solituda, no dobra. Każdy nie ma stroboskopa. Exiling Sex. Opa, opa. Bro, you have no Ashok in play. I can't attack your Ashok now. You can't fool me. Or I can't fool myself. It's over for you. Oof. Clean, nice, and easy game. We're up against Sokos. 2 Lotus Fields and Scapeshift in my opening hand. Let's mulligan to a hand that's actually playable. This one is not necessarily playable, but I'll keep. Been on a 6-month break from Modern, haven't followed meta. How badly would I get crashed running Stock Demir Frokuls at the LGS? Pretty badly, I think. You'll get wrecked. Sokos could just be playing Boros Energy, actually. Or a blue deck. I hope it's Boros. Boros is more chill to play against. You just play and win, or not. And against blue, you just kind of have to play cards, and Woodland is pitching, countering, doing all of that nasty stuff. It is Boros. Dobra. My hand is not great against Boros, but it's also not great against anything, so it's fine. You hope you can run my Nadu deck at LGS? Bro, get your own Nadu deck. Scared Fondue, okay. No, Ragawańczyk. Oh. That's actually not the song. Turn to Moon, hopefully not. No, my Analyst. Jaki tutaj? Paskuda. Lil Nefer, I linked the song, so use the link and you'll find it. So I guess with Analyst gone, we just go for Mr. Beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good, yes. Amulet is so dumb. You just keep Amulet and 5 blanks and you still top deck the wins. Crazy, I know. I mean, Boros Energy is so dumb. You just play Ocelot Pride and you still win. See? 2 can play this game. What if Tolaria West didn't exist? Would Amulet deck still work? It would be harder, I guess. Contrived. Maybe. Convoluted. Awkward and weird.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Amulet is so dumb, you just keep Amulet and 5 blanks and still top deck the win. Amulet is so dumb, you just keep Amulet and 5 blanks and still top deck the win. Amulet is so dumb, you just keep Amulet and 5 blanks and still top deck the win. Amulet is so dumb, you just keep Amulet and 5 blanks and still top deck the win. Amulet is so dumb, you just keep Amulet and 5 blanks and still top deck the win. Amulet is so dumb, you just keep Amulet and 5 blanks and still top deck the win.
This is very true, Ginger. Anyone in the chat firing blanks? Or top decking them rather? How will I play Amulet at the PT? I played many PTs without playing Amulet and I managed. I wanted to say just fine, but I guess maybe not. I sort of managed. But I'll just play a shitty standard deck, I don't know. Last time in Vegas I played Omni. Omni was pretty cool, I liked it. It had a combo and I played a shitty control deck most games. I guess Lumra and Analyst and Scapeshift are all standard legal, except for Scapeshift. For sure there is a deck. Dobra, Canister wins. Simple. PT is in standard. I never played any Slogurk decks, so I wouldn't know, and I kinda never really... Like, I read the card Slogurk so many times, I don't think I've ever had it in play, or played against it in a game, so I kinda don't really understand what it does still. What did I play in Naples last year? Naples last year. I think green, white, toxic. Or maybe I didn't go. One or the other. You weren't there? Okay, I just didn't play. I wasn't qualified. What stopped me from top 8ing the RC? Alejandro. Let me check. So in order. It was Pietro Maria Oltolina, Alejandro Stefanino Garro, and a third guy whose name I don't remember, unfortunately. Ale MTG? Nie, to jakiś był inny człowiek. Ale Alejandro. +1. No one drop, turn to Ajani. I assume there is a moon. The spot to have Wandering Minstrel in deck. It would not be in my deck against Boros anyways. I think it's a fine spot to have Arboreal Grazer in the deck. Next turn I can just cast a Titan with no Amulet, get 2 forests, chill, probably win at some point. Do I test sometimes with Barczek? Barczek was in our RC Discord group. We didn't do much hard testing. I don't really test for modern events because I will just play Titan and I played infinite games anyways. I have to get 2 forests to play around Moon. Just wondering why he doesn't play Fulminator Mage. Well, he's playing Ashok. Ashok is a better card against Titan than Fulminator Mage, mostly. You can ask him, he streams. So that would be a great way to get that question answered next time you see Barczek streaming. Or I can ask him and try to pass it to you if I remember. You put 3 Force of Vigors in your sideboard and did not get a single Titan mirror. Are you entitled to any compensation? No? Hating on the mirror is giga cringe to begin with. It's honestly a good thing that you didn't. If I get mooned, it's gonna be awkward, but I have 2 forests. I can fetch a Titan, fin my deck, get the third forest. He doesn't have a plains. Exorcise looking good. Like the fact that Force of Vigor is pretty alright right now alone is a bit of a bummer because it makes people sideboard it in the Amulet Mirror, but I guess it doesn't make the Amulet Mirror like much different. O kurwa, Season of? Nice keep, bro. Co ty żeś zatrzymał? Jakieś gówno. Wrath of the Skies, no. Guess I'll Beast. Seems good to have 4 spells, given that I only have 2 Grazers in my hand, and Amulets are good draws. Those are okay. 4 spells. Could I have kept this? I have no more Summoner's Pacts. Bit awkward. I mean, I have the Zenith, that's like I can't lose. I don't think so. I don't think I can lose to anything. But the Mirrorpool doesn't really improve my situation. It's... I mean, I can copy the Colossus, but like that's kind of irrelevant. Oh no. Fished Moon. Two Ajanis. Transmute for Hanweir makes second Colossus is very fast clock. Well, I mean, next turn I can do anything and win, so. True, but also not really. Or rather, unimportant. I don't know, Ardoshik. What do you think? What did the cards imply? Cards played. There are multiple rares. Well, congrats for opening multiple rares. Some people don't get to do that. Dobra, kurwa, kolos. Sokos, kolos po ciebie jedzie. Koloseum. Kurwa, Tytana schejsowałem drugi raz. Chuj z tym, jest git. My hand is way too bad on the draw, but on the play, yeah, why not? Holy shit, it's Zinedine Zidane. Co wjechało na kolację? Kasza bulgur. Z papryką, porem, boczkiem i sosem sojowym. I really like bulgur chat. Which is a really nice kasha. We even drew the forest so we can beat Moon. They played a free drop, I shot my pants, but it wasn't Moon, so. No throbbing charm now. Couscous as well, I don't eat it at all, basically, but I really like it, so probably I should. Did you watch the game when Zinedine Zidane used headbutt on Materazzi? It was very effective. Yes, I have. It's been a popular meme when I was a kid. Kasha Gryczana is the best. Yes, Gryczana is also good. In general, groats are good. I like groats. When I was preparing the meal yesterday, I also put a chili pepper in here. And I sliced it and put it on my pan, which was very hot at the time. And it kinda evaporated, releasing noxious chili-induced fumes all around the kitchen. Made me cry and, like, you know, made my eyes kind of itch instantly. Basically pepper gas, yes. And made all the animals and Yulia escape from the kitchen and the living room for 10 minutes until the crisis has been averted. This guy always paired into good matchups. I try to. Two Ajanis or Kurka? So I never had that happen before, but I also never put chili peppers on my pan while setting my induction to 7 out of 9. So I learned something yesterday. Get on the plane. Oh,
He's a phenomenal control player.
Good afternoon.
imagine tapping out on turn 3 with your aggro deck. With turn 4 lethal on board, but then your opponent combos off and you have no way to stop them. Sounds fine to me. Just the cost of doing business, I guess. Gdzie kurwa czerwona? No, tutaj. Opponent strategically exiled my Cultivator Colossus, therefore making it slightly annoying for me to combo off. Very well done. What's on Mirrorpool alt art? I actually ran it for a while, but it was really annoying online because the alt arts from EOE, when piled on in your deck on Magic Online, you only see the top of the card and it's just art. It doesn't, you don't see the name, and it's pretty annoying on Magic Online. To the point where I just cut them for that reason, really. So when you search with your Titan, you don't see the text saying Mirrorpool, you just see the top of the Mirrorpool, which is the Saturn rings. The EOE printing of Echoing Deeps has the word cave abstracted by art. That sounds funny. Let's take a look after we're done clicking, which might be never. Maha. Just in case. This is the Titan art you deploy in paper. In fact, yes. It's the official canister Titan art deployment choice. Well, they multi-block. Place your bets. Portable head, I question your claim. Ah. Sebice. Chuj wie co, nie? Is this on the card, really? That's funny. I mean, it's like a textless promo at this point. Same thing. I'm not sure if you sideboard, submit, and... Well, I guess that at any point, if your opponent submits as well, then you just enter the match, which I want to avoid. Shadow Silk Songa, I'm at 99% completion. I think I have one boss to beat and then the final boss. So 2 bosses total. Or whatever awaits me in the like final area. I'm not sure. Have I tried Olden Era demo? No, never heard of it. What's that? Oh, Heroes of Might and Magic. I have not, no. Why don't you stream it? Well, why don't you stream... What do you do for fun in the evenings, Johnny La Fiesta? And whatever it is, why don't you do it at your day job? Drinking beer and watching Canister. No, fair, fair. Turn to Spelunking. You stream MTG. What if opponent does not play land? No Spelunking for you. I mean, if they play fetch pass, then I guess no Spelunking for me. On turn 2. Oof. Dobra. Even better forest, so we are moon insulated. Opponent keeps Fable postboard because it's a great card against Titan. Wiadomka. Probably graveyard. A Johnny. Did I play the Analyst? Kind of want to, maybe it's a mistake, but I don't really have many ways to exile Analyst. Milled GSZ, Scapeshift GSZ. It was clearly a mistake to play the Analyst. Clearly a mistake. Can I say, are you stupid? O kurwa, dwóch Adjanich. Hunters, that's new. Cave, that's interesting. I mean, I don't quite win, I think. Alright, so it doesn't kill Saga ever. I want to surveil or use the cave? Use the cave fetching what? I don't know, so I guess I will not. GY, the Crumbling Vestige. Maybe like this. The next turn I pop off. Hopefully villain doesn't throbbing charm my GY. No, I said it would be really funny if I play something else in the challenge. Or maybe I said that I will, but I lied. You have to understand that yesterday I had lost 2 matches with Amulet Titan in a row, which impacted me deeply. Since then, a lot has changed. Bowmaster, Old Canister would play Blue-Red Cutter. True. I have changed. Do I think opponent is trying to figure out what happens if they fire Charm right now? Could be. It is plausible that that's what they are thinking about. Hopefully they just deploy a fair Dajani and Plaster Dajani so that they have an army of cats with many counters on them. No, it's not a Johnny, it's a Johnny. That's the name. Guide of Souls. A Johnny Sins. One might say, hey, I drew Pact. The Good Cat 01, that's an inflammatory comment. 10-minute timeout. Surely it's not surgical. Should I play around surgical? But how? Seems hard to beat, so let's not. No i chuj, nie ma nic. Ziomuś. I guess I should Pact for Delirium. Cultivator, I barely knew her. Char with that. How come I almost never get extracted? And when I do get extracted, it's in the worst moment possible. Really makes you think about the strength of the card Surgical Extraction. What if a player who's capable of properly using it would wield it? What if Surgical is actually Giga goated? Or at least somewhat goated, but some... Like the only people who would play Surgical are troglodytes. And they played really badly. What if that is the case? If they ban Shifting Woodlands, would it be enough to stop Analyst loops? See you in 10 minutes. If I timed out Grok 76 for 10 minutes, would that be enough to stop Bantok? Question mark. Who knows? Over the last match? Yeah. Time to speed it up. That's a nice keep. Maybe a bounce land. Or even, well, just a bounce land, I guess. Even if no bounce land, I can get Vexing Bauble on turn 3. Bounce land makes it a turn to kill. Turn 1, Saga Amulet. Turn 2, Amulet, bounce land, 4 mana, bounce the Saga, Scapeshift for Lotus Field, 6 mana, Pact for Titan, win. Which dies to a consign, which is fine. I'll take dying to consign. Alright, opponent, I'm waiting. I guess mulliganing with Neoform can be pretty complicated. So they need to consider all the possibilities. Fair. Or maybe my opponent is just chilling. Titan player upset about someone using clock? Question mark? Dobra, już nie pierdol. Action is coming, even Vestige is fine. Vestige is gonna be a turn 3 lethal. Which is fine, yeah, I'm taking it. Aren't you a Titan player? How come that you don't like to wait when your opponent is clearly taking a shit at the beginning of a game? Well, I mean, I'm fine with them shitting. I just would like to play my game and then do the same, frankly. Vestige enables turn 2 Scapeshift with 3 lands. I don't see how. Draw Vestige, play Vestige. Oh, that's what you mean. Use Pact to put the Boseiju into play on top. That's true. Great play. Great suggestion, Portable Head. Too bad I did not draw the card you wanted me to draw, but... Is it better to play Amulet or Analyst in any way? Playing Analyst is not really better in any way, I don't think. Opponent is edging. Surely we won't just die. Odds are low. Even if my opponent gets a Griselbrand into play right now, that's fine. I still have the same top decks. Because I still get a Vexing Bauble and they can't actually pact any of my plays, so I win on my turn. So we are only afraid of Allosaurus Rider evolving into a Galita and hitting me for 26 damage, but that's just impossible. Crumbling Vestige. Very nice. Expedition map would be money right now. Not really, I drew what I needed anyways. No time for losers. Any losers in the chat? If so, I have no time for you. A consign, I guess that maybe a consign will get me at some point. Alright, we beat Neoform. Game 1. Kept 7-7. The issue is that post board, it's not better, it's the same or worse. We will bring Vexing Bauble and Otawara. Should I bring Sex? Should I cut Mr. Beast? I think Mr. Beast is mainly unnecessary. And Consign vulnerable. They probably have their Consigns main deck. So I don't think they will bring them in. I think they already had them. Sex alongside Vexing Bauble is something, but probably not enough. Probably not meaningful enough. I'll keep just turn 1 Saga against a dysfunctional mulligan to... Opponent is on 5 cards already, like against a dysfunctional hand, just turn 1 Saga, seems solid. 4 cards? Holy shit, we have our chance. 4, move to 4, keep a card on top. That's scary. Garden of Freya Lees. Monka. Untapped. So just Planar Gazes. No dobra, dawaj. Genesis. 4 cards in hand. No! They drew the green card. They need it or whatnot. Maybe they do break on Consign. It's actually sort of reasonable for them to break on Consign. I swear. Opponent breaking right now. Looking in disbelief at their 14 cards and just... They're like, nope, I can't do anything. Come on, fetch Breeding Pool. Untapped. Nanimo. Allosaurus Rider. But I barely... You once lost a draft game to paying life to deep analysis flashback when I was on 2 HP and opponent was dead on board. Nothing that you could have done. Island. Oh, Nourishing Shawl. Chat. Opponent bricked and yet they just hacking casting Nourishing Shawl. Come on. I guess they wondered if they want to draw in my turn instead. So I guess if my opponent has a Pact of Negation or 2 Consigns, I die. Otherwise I win. Do I like my odds? No. Not really. Clench. Chat, they're breaking. It would have been countered already. Right? To the Kurwa jest, into the Fladmo. Nice. That's interesting. The game continues then. Oh, my fish on taps. That's really interesting. I think I should get Otawara. Plus Crumbling. So if I don't die, then I win, probably. Although odds are I do die. (26 plus 8. No niedobrze. Ile to jest jeszcze raz? 34. Ja mam 27. No dobra. Nice multi 4 pro. Opponent did in fact not brick. PT will be standard though, right? That is true. I guess this is a keep. Better than going to 5, I think. Neoform is a better combo deck than Amulet. Okay. Is that line some kind of a meme? I think you say that a lot. I don't know why. I don't remember the origin of it, if there is any. O ty kurwo, no. Paskudo. GG's. It's gonna be rough now. Opponent kept 6. Planar Genesis. Oh no. If you lead on Saga, Vestige would be a turn to kill, right? In this hand? Are you watching the first game of the match? But that's true, yeah. We figured that out later, that you can perform the double green from Boseiju Grazer trick. Oh nie, that's Allosaurus Rider. Evolving into a Griselbrand. It's over, chat. A single Nature's Claim has ruined us. Now, all that's left is to die. Sadly. No, you can't die. Actually, I can. There must be an out. Well, the out currently is to fetch a Simic Grove Chamber, untap, bounce Griselbrand, make an extra land drop, and then somehow my opponent doesn't win. Maybe opponent draws all Galtas, all Neoform targets, and then I actually win with a 6 mana Titan on turn 6. Or 7 even. 6. See? 2 Galtas exile. Holy fucking shit. How many does JPA play? Ah, free Galta. It's a long shot still, and I have not to die to Allosauruses. But this is my hope. And the Allosauruses are going to be 6/6 as well, which are large enough to fight a Titan. Which is an issue. 16 Galtas under the showers of Ram Ranch. And also, I have not to get Pacted, and Villain will have 5 mana to just pay for the Pact. Which is kind of ridiculous, but they could indeed Pact my monster. Like, that's the worst case for them. Play a land. But they could also evolve into actual something and defend Galta and win. Neoform is a better combo deck than Amulet, confirmed. We lost on 7 cards, fighting against 4 cards. Oh kurwa, Sephiroth himself. The savior. Amulet should play Galta, so true. Thank you for watching today's adventure chat. It's been a good run. We won game 1, which gave us hope, but hope is only there to make you disappointed in the end when it doesn't pan out. Perhaps I will show up tomorrow to play the limited prelim at 11, or maybe I will not. Don't change now that you are on the Pro Tour. Sure. Stay hydrated. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my MetaFi if you want to be as good at Amulet as I am. And stay hydrated. Bye.